you ever wondered about being a physics high school teacher? Are you already interested in a career as a physics secondary educator and have some questions or concerns regarding high school teaching? We plan to answer some of those questions and hopefully challenge some of your beliefs, not only about being a physics educator, but about the overall teaching profession within science, technology, engineering, and math field. Hi, my name's Thomas Brown. I'm the teacher in residence with the Physics and Astronomy Department here at Appalachian State University, located in Boone, North Carolina. Over the last 26 years, I've taught physics along with other STEM courses at Watauga High, also located in Boone. And during that time, I've worked with 13 student teachers, a multitude of interns, and have helped lead numerous summer workshops for North Carolina teachers interested in developing their science pedagogical skills. Some of those former student teachers will be here today sharing their thoughts about the journey they took through the physics secondary education program at Appalachian. We'll also talk about what a rewarding and financially stable career this can be, both the national and international demand there is for STEM teachers overall. You also hear about the multiple pathways to teacher licensure from the director of the physics education program, and about the physics and astronomy department from the department chair. Appalachian State University is invested in doing everything possible in helping you become a physics secondary educator.
Teaching is not something I always thought I wanted to do. I was all over the place with my decision to college. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, went into international economics. I was like, yeah, this isn't right for me. Then I went into anthropology, took a class and was like, nope, not this either. And then I kind of found my way and wiggled my way home to physics. And it wasn't until I got involved in outreach events and science programs that I decided, okay, this is kind of cool. I'm really enjoying working with people, educating the public, and just engaging with others during the process. And so then it wasn't until my junior year that I kind of found my home with physics education.
Being a physics secondary educator will provide opportunities that allow you to impact the lives of others as you watch them embrace the wonders of STEM knowledge. It will also help you grow as a person, foster positive relationships, provide yourself with financial stability, and allow more time away from work than you might in other fields. What about job satisfaction? In 2012, Gallup asked 172,000 U.S. workers to place themselves on a job satisfaction ladder today and 5 years from now. Turns out that educators polled higher than all other groups, except physicians. Let's dive a little deeper and just look at STEM educators. In another survey, 60 STEM teachers were asked the question, what provides you with day-to-day satisfaction? As you can see from these responses, there are a variety of reasons people achieve satisfaction. The top two, student relationships and work schedule, are just a few of the reasons we mentioned previously about why being a physics secondary educator is a great job.
The most rewarding aspect about teaching is the growth that you see in students. I've been lucky enough to have students as freshmen and then see them again as juniors and seniors. And you really see the growth in them, not just in what they're learning, but also in who they're becoming as people, moving from kids, right? Ninth graders are typically just big kids, into becoming adults and kind of finding their way in the world.
For me, the relationships that I made with my students and watching them grow as learners was absolutely the best part of the job. The flexibility in my schedule allowed me to achieve other professional and personal goals outside the classroom, from sponsoring student clubs and being an active father with my daughter's interests. Finally, the autonomy I had in my classroom allowed me to grow as an educator, which helped keep the material challenging, and the colleagues that I worked with both supported and challenged me over the years. Not only is teaching an emotionally rewarding profession, but it's financially rewarding as well. At the national level, mid-career teachers make somewhere between $60,000 and $130,000 per year, and this is for a 10-month contract, not a 12-month contract typical with other jobs. Here in North Carolina, teachers earn a starting base salary, much like many other states. You also find that salary and offerings vary from county to county, depending on cost of living calculations and additional supplements. Some things to keep in mind about your salary is that it's usually for a 10-month contract. You can also add to your salary by coaching or serving as a faculty sponsor during the school year. In almost all states, there are significant raises for years in service spent in teaching, as well as for additional degrees earned and certifications.
Besides grading after school some nights, I would say my schedule is pretty flexible. It allows me the opportunity to be involved in after-school activities. On top of being a teacher, I also coach soccer, so it has really allowed me that time to focus on the team and be able to enjoy my time outside of school.
Looking at national rankings of salary for teaching professionals, you can find that salaries vary quite a bit from state to state. And the degree you receive here at Appalachian meets the Department of Public Instruction requirements to teach physics at the high school level and has reciprocity agreements with the following states at the time this video was produced. Opportunities to supplement your base salary are available as well. There's coaching, working with school-sponsored clubs, picking up extra classes during the summer months, tutoring, and even having enough out-of-school time to pick up a part-time job somewhere else. One of the most rewarding summer jobs I ever had was working with teachers from across the state, helping them improve their pedagogical skills.
So you don't go into teaching thinking that you're going to have a gigantic salary. You know that part of the reward is going to be the job itself. But as long as you know the standard of living for where you are and where you want to be, what you want to be able to do in life, the teacher salary is substantial enough to do that. You also have summers and that sort of thing where you can have side jobs if you choose, or if you need to make extra money to do something. You have that time and flexibility.
Let's look at the difference in starting and mid-career salaries for teachers in grades 7 through 12 and teaching faculty at colleges and universities. The college salaries are national averages from the American Institute of Physics Salary Calculator for folks with PhDs in full-time teaching roles that are not tenure-track faculty. Tenure-track positions are different types of jobs that have big components of their evaluation based on research and publication. Looking at the graph, you'll see that the beginning years, secondary teachers and teaching faculty at colleges make similar salaries. If you look at year 15, middle school and high school teachers have received regular pay increases, outpacing the typical teaching faculty at universities. Most high school teaching jobs have better retirement benefits than other jobs you can get with the same degree. The national average age for teacher retirement is 59. Personally, I'll be able to retire from North Carolina in my mid-50s, with a retirement package that includes health insurance and a salary that's just over 80% of what I'm making right now. So, what options are out there that will help provide funding for your physics secondary education degree? The most effective way are student loan forgiveness programs and scholarships that are available for math and science teachers that are not found with other programs. Teach grants, for instance, are federally funded grants for anyone eligible for federal loans. It's free money if you teach for a 4-year period within 8 years of a teaching program completion at a low-income school. If your Teach grant obligation is not met, it just becomes a direct loan. Direct loans is money borrowed directly from the U.S. Department of Education. With those loans, if you teach for 5 years at a qualifying school, you can receive up to $17,500 of loan forgiveness. If you're getting any type of loans for schools and have any interest in teaching, there's really no downside to either one of these. Science, technology, engineering, and math teachers are in high demand, and there are open STEM positions in every area of our nation. Over half of the high school physics classes taught in the U.S. are taught by someone without a physics or physics education degree. I can attest to this shortage because at least half of the participants in the summer physics workshops that I co-instructed had backgrounds that were not in physics. There's also high demand for STEM teachers to teach abroad in English-speaking schools. Students often think that this is referring to teaching English, but it's actually referring to STEM teaching jobs. I have some friends that have taught in South America, Asia, and have been based in Europe for the last few years. Seems like a wonderful way to see the world. Not only is the pay better than most people think, but the demand for teachers overall, and teachers of math and science in particular, is really high. If being a physics high school teacher is starting to sound like a good job, we have great programs at Appalachian State University.
I'm Dr. Tanya Coffey, and I'm the Program Director for Physics Secondary Education here at Appalachian State. If you want to teach high school physics, we have 3 options for you. First, you can major in physics with a concentration in secondary education. Second, you can major in another science or math with a concentration in secondary education and get a minor in physics. A minor requires 18 credit hours of physics, usually about 5 college classes. Both of these options are 4-year degrees. Sometimes folks realize they want to be a teacher a little later in their college career. If that's you, don't worry. Appalachian also offers a graduate certificate in secondary science education. This program is for folks who finish their undergraduate degree in science or math and want to teach it in high school. The graduate certificate only takes 18 months from start to finish, and that includes your student teaching experience. So you could be in the classroom in just 1 year.
My name is Jennifer Burris, and I'm the chair of the Physics and Astronomy Department at Appalachian State University. We are one of the largest physics and astronomy departments in the nation, which brings a lot of great opportunities for students. These include an excellent physics secondary education program, an amazing student outreach club that focuses on teaching science to the community and kids in schools, and tons of opportunities for students to assist faculty in the classrooms. Even though we are a large department, our faculty love to teach, believe in collaborating with students outside of the classroom, and we know our students' names. If you are interested in physics education, Appalachian is the place to be.
Hopefully, some of your thoughts about what the teaching profession can offer you and what you can get from the profession has changed. Teachers in the United States rate their lives better than all other occupation groups, trailing only physicians. Teachers specializing in math and science are in high demand, with job opportunities almost anywhere here in the United States and abroad. Teachers in the math and science area can qualify for student loan forgiveness and scholarship programs. Starting pay in Raleigh, North Carolina averages $41,000 and mid-career pay averages $58,000 for a 10-month contract. Finally, remember the real benefits from teaching a STEM subject is the impact you have on our students and our society. We hope we were able to answer some of the questions you had, and I was able to provide new information about the Physics Secondary Education program here at Appalachian State University. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to any of us at physics.appstate.edu.